I told you guys that I was staying in Paris because something happened, and you might think that is just that there were no flights available, but it's actually worse. I didn't have a hotel reserved, so I had to stay in a hostel. My friend was staying there, which is good because I don't generally feel safe in hostels, but basically the only way for me to get home was to book a 6 a.m. train to fucking London and fly home from a different country. Now, naturally, in order to make the flight out of London directly to Denver, I had to be in London by 11 a.m. So I woke my ass up at 6 a.m. in my hostel in Paris and went to Gare du Nord. My Uber was like taking a little bit longer to arrive than I would have liked, but I was like, you know what? If I get there by 6:30 a.m., the train is at 6:54 a.m., I'll be golden. Well, I got there at 6:40. I was like, no big deal. All I have to do is walk up to the train. Nope, because the UK left the fucking EU, and I knew this. I fucking knew this, so I'm so mad at myself. But because they left, there was like border control, and I got there and I tried to check in, and they were like, yeah, you already missed that. So I paid another 50 euros to change my train ticket. She put me on the 8. I was like, can you please put me on the 7:30 because I'm trying to make a flight. She did it. She was super nice. Made the 7:30 a.m. train, 2 hours to London. Got to London, booked a little Uber. They drive on the wrong side of the road there. It's so fun and silly. Got to the airport, had a fucking bag to check. Had to check a bag because I never fucking check bags, but I was there for Paris Fashion Week, so I had so much shit. So I'm like rushing. I get there at 10:05. The flight leaves at 11:05. Bag drop closes 1 hour before the flight. I get there right as it's closing. I'm like, please, for the love of God, please just take my bag and let me try and make this flight. It's direct to Denver. I want to get home and kiss. The lady is so nice. She's like, okay, I'll take your bag. It may not make the flight if it doesn't file a claim and you need to run. So I take off. Listen to this clip.
This is the last and final call for passengers wishing to travel in train 6 to Denver. Please make your way immediately to gate B31 where flights now closing.
That's right. I literally walked up to the gate as they made the last and final call. This is me absolutely celebrating. I got a seat. I'm like, okay, hell yeah. That was an act of fucking God because even in the security line, look at my literal sweat. I was behind like a 4-year-old. I was like, she was moving so slow. I was like, there's no fucking way I made this flight. I was so sweaty from running. Look at myself tan. How gross is that? I rubbed it off on the flight, but it doesn't matter because I made the direct flight. Like, this was the only flight that looked good out of Europe for like several days. Also, I taught my boyfriend the brown paper trick with flowers and he delivered. Anyway, I made it home.